All right, I want to walk you through a pretty foolproof system for finding made in the USA Amazon FBA products. We're going to call it made in the USA Amazon FBA for dummies. It basically entails thomasnet.com plus Helium 10 plus Amazon, obviously, where you're going to sell the product. Helium 10 helps you validate the product. Amazon is where you're going to host the product, the actual sales interface. And then Thomasnet is where you're going to source the product. You're going to put your own brand name on a product. It's not really private label. I wouldn't technically think of it that way, because what private label really is let's just go here actually. Say you were going to sell this variety pack of bandages, antibacterial bandages. What that means is you get this exact same product, and instead of QRAD, what kind of name is that? You put your brand name. World's coolest brand name. Insert there. And then you change the packaging, you change the imagery. But fundamentally, when someone gets this bandage, it's that bandage. What I'm doing instead is, I don't know, let's go. I mean, we could even use the same example, but we'll go to a different one. Say you're going here, bird seed. Okay. Instead of just selling black oil sunflower seeds for birds, is that what that's called? You have added some added vitamin for this bird in this black oil, or you have added 3 more ingredients that are ideal for certain blends of birds. Blends? Species. Blend would be the mix that you're creating. And then that's completely new to you. No one else has that. So if they want to buy that, they have to buy it from you. And yeah, that's the quick explanation of everything that we're going to be going over in this video. The one thing that people get wrong is this part, the differentiation aspect. And I want to talk you through potentially some things you're going to face and why your intuition will likely be wrong when you go to differentiate. Okay. So we're going to actually start in here on products. And then this is Black Box by Helium 10. There'll be a link in the description. You get 35% off right now. If you're watching before April 30th, 2025, 35% off. Otherwise, you can get either 10% off for life or 20% off for 6 months straight. It's an affiliate link, helps support me. I do appreciate it if you get it through my link. And yeah, I've been using the software for years. It's awesome. So let's try this. Pet supplies. Pick a category. I'm going to give you a handful right now. Pet supplies, tools and home improvement, sports and outdoors, home and kitchen, patio, lawn and garden, arts, crafts, and sewing. Those are likely to have opportunities and likely to be easy to source in the US. You start getting into accessory items, computer accessories, health and household. Oh, health and household will be easy. You'll be gated, but you can definitely source them in the US if you have a higher budget to start. There's a million supplement companies you can source from here. Not something I do, but that's also very possible to be sourced if we're just talking about sourcing. Okay, review count. We're gonna go like 100. So I'm not looking for a new listing. I'm actually looking for a listing that's pretty established. We'll go up to 600. And then we'll go is priced between, like, maybe I'll go, let's do kind of higher end pricing, like 60 to 90, and they're doing 30K. Let's do 25K. 25K a month to 75K a month. So roughly 10 to 30K a month in profit or something like that. $300 to $800 a day in profit. So here we go. Okay, let's see here. So New Country Organics, corn-free classic layer chicken feed. That's a 50-pound bag for $86. I wonder how those fees work out, actually. Do they show that? Where are them fees at? So there's a $700 storage fee. The actual unit fee, I think we could customize this guy. And no, I don't believe we have that. Unless I'm blind, I'm pretty sure we don't have it. Nope. Okay, that's okay. We'll actually just open that one up and we'll see after. What I'm looking for are typically blends, balms, oils, mixes, liquids. I actually really like that stuff. I think it's the easiest to change. Like, this is so hard. You see something like this, a stainless steel litter box. Customizing this product comes down to the utility of it, and changing this to make a new product on your own is going to be so difficult, right? The R&D cost to change a physical product in the US, if you get one thing from this video, don't sell a product that needs to be, if you're trying to do made in the USA and you really want to attempt this, good honest try, physically manipulated, welded, cut, resized, molded. Those things are going to be so hard to do for a price that makes any sense. Versus, I change 3 of the ingredients in this feed. They're already just putting things in and mixing them. If I change what gets put in and mixed, that doesn't add, there's no R&D cost there. There's no molding fee. So I save myself literally tens of thousands of dollars by changing the type of product that I'm going to sell. Even if it were to be something like a plaque off powder for dogs, okay, I can actually work with a formulator or a contract manufacturer for this who can create and test a custom recipe for me. And a lot of those, the certifications that are needed will be done through them as well. You'll be aware of that up front. Typically, things like feed and things that are digestible, you have a higher, obviously, insurance cost, and then the cost to enter that market, you're probably looking for any of those above $10,000. So if you're like, I want to try and bootstrap it like you did, Paul, for less than $10,000 to start, then you have to stay more on the line of, let's see if we could find an example here. Probably can pretty quickly. Usually in these videos we find something pretty fast. Just a matter of time. I don't like plan these. I don't script these videos or anything. I don't have anything. So yeah, like dog food is obviously going to be very difficult. Just because the nature, it's a great customer, great enthusiast customer, great concept, but it's so competitive that the like getting awareness to the brand will be so expensive because ads are so expensive. Okay, what you can do actually is go back into edit filters, add in another category. So we can put some of those other ones that I said. Do something like that. And maybe we'll even take out pet supplies this time so that we get totally new results. I want to try and show you like in real time an example that I think is viable. So as I see, this is that idea that I gave you is really valuable. To be able to just quickly look through all of the stuff that is a physical product in the sense of like it's a thing. You know, it's not like a blend, a mix, a liquid. I really like those, like this instantly, boom, I'm interested because it's just like, there's something in a bottle. I know I could change what's in the bottle easily, right? Because that's formulation. That stuff that's the key, right? That's what took me a long time to figure out about sourcing in the US. It needs to have that to it. Or you need to pay, you need to have some really cool connect. Or private label it. Don't expect that you're going to change it at all. And we'll talk about that in a second, actually. And this is how it goes, by the way. Okay, here we go. Perfect. Impregnating sealer. Gonna try and wrap my head around that for a second. $69.99. Okay. Let's check it out. So here we go. This is our first product. Corn-free classic chicken feed for laying hens. And yep, they are ranked for chicken feed. So you search the market. Epoxy resin kit. So I've been consulting for like 6 years on my Patreon. The link in the description if you're interested in that. But that's not where I'm going with this. A lot of the time what people get wrong, this top keyword right here by Helium 10, allows you to analyze the market. It allows you to analyze the market properly. If you put the wrong search term here and your competitors show up in the wrong order, you'll be completely fooling yourself as to what that market looks like. So it's really important that what you're searching is the thing that customers are searching when you're doing this like checking on the market viability stage. Granite sealer. It's funny, I just got off the phone with my dad 10 minutes ago, right before I started filming this video, and he was sealing his counter. First things first, I do like a scroll test. I just try and get a feel for when the customer's looking at this, what are they looking at? So I take the stance of right away of a customer. And this is one of the most important things I can stress from you. Don't analyze the market as a competitor, analyze it as a customer. I just searched granite sealer, I'm sealing my countertops, and I need a solution. Which one do I want to buy? What prices do I see? What images do I like? And what packaging do I like best? So I'm probably right away going to spend most of my time looking here first. Like 80% of my time will probably be looking at the top 2 listings, and then I might do like this. And if anything catches my eye, I might stop. But for the most part, you can look at the top 2 rows. Okay, so this is kind of where we want to be. We want to like compete in these for the top 9 spots, essentially top 10 spots. So maybe the top 3 rows organically. They're sponsored, and then organic. Who's the real players here? What are the prices here? One of the things that excites me is the one that we actually clicked on the first time is ranked second. Ranked second, and they're $70. And now it's only 32 fluid ounces. So what is that, 8 pounds? Not even. 5 pounds, something like that. So let's actually click into there, and I want to give you one of the most important lessons that there is to product analyzation / will it work? Now, we're already assuming we're to a point where this customer cares about this working well. Of course, they're sealing their, like, that's a permanent thing you do. You watch YouTube videos, you inform yourself, you fit, this is something you want to get right. So they do care about having a good option. Number one. Enthusiast / care more is kind of that first one, right? The second one is the price above. Well, price is a tricky one, but we're going to go into profitability. That's actually the thing that we're checking right now. Okay. And then we just have easy to source, can source locally. The lesson, I want to make sure I'm making sense of this. Sometimes it's harder than it looks to, get all these ideas together in a way that makes a lot of sense. The lesson I'm trying to say is go straight to profitability. Just go straight here. Okay, this is a generic price that's in here. Just leave that. That's actually pretty good. So these numbers look phenomenal. That's just based on, so it's actually 2 pounds. It's actually really light. They make it look big. They're doing a good trick here with that main image, blowing it up to be the whole thing. That they're making a killing if that's the case. Even if it was like $23 per unit, almost a third of what they're paying for it. They still have 43% margins. I mean, it's just phenomenal. But we'll go back to 15, 16. Okay, so what we can do now is we can go straight to ThomasNet. If I can type, we'll see. But don't put granite in there. So this is a good example. You want to look at the drop-down menu. So sealers. Let's see that. So those are, you can look through here, and it very well might be that there is one that is what we're looking for. This kind of looks like heat sealers. I saw one of the categories was concrete. Oh, that's a company name. Cement and concrete sealers. That's probably more the right direction, because this is a granite is like concrete. It's you're sealing something. Acrylic sealing and curing. Okay, perfect. So contact manufacturer, or not contact, sorry. You just want to click on their name. Well, we lost that one, but here's another one. Silicone and polyurethane sealers. Sealing. Oh, here's this one. So there's a lot of these guys, by the way. This is what I'm saying. If you find the right industry, you will have a really easy time doing this with Made in the USA. So it's more, you have to think ahead of the time about the products that are going to be easy to source than it is just go do product research, whatever you find, try and find a manufacturer for it. No, play into the idea of I'm trying to source this from the US. Play that into your product research. You have a good time. So yeah, they could totally do this. This is like exactly what that product is. Floor sealing, counter sealing. Okay. There's a couple. We opened 2, didn't we? Oh yeah, here we go. This one's a little more obscure, but products, floor and wall coatings. Don't be scared away if the listings look like crap, by the way. It's pretty natural for a lot of these US manufacturers to have bad websites. But anyway, go request a quote from them early on, like now. Go just see. It's funny because our other product we opened was epoxy. So you get two birds with one stone here. Craft epoxy, and then epoxy, a sealer for granite. So go get the quotes and plug them in. If you get $49 a jar, like, it doesn't work. If they're like, hey, it's $10. Okay, you're in really good shape. And that just either confirms you to move forward, do further research about the customer, how to improve the product, see what their formula is like, see what the customer complaints are. Save all of that for after. You just become, again, this is going to be for dummies, become a get quotes machine and see if I changed nothing. This is where I was going with that statement earlier. If I change nothing, I sell at exactly $70, I have the exact same product. What do I make? Can I compete with them directly? Because then we can start playing on branding and packaging. However, don't rely on that. What I would challenge you to do is go through all of this, act like if I could just take the same product that's available on this site, put it in a thing, and then sell it at this exact same price, do I make good money? If you do, that's a great sign, and now you can open up the door to differentiation. Let's talk a little bit, I'm not going to hold you much longer, about differentiation. With differentiation, the key thing that you want to do, I like to think of it in terms of like triangulation, okay? This is a proven way to do something, meaning I'm looking at how to improve the product from 3 perspectives. Not just one reviewer, not just I'm changing the color, the size, that how can I change potentially the application method or the use case? How can I change the customer's perception of the product through marketing? How can I change the story and perception play into the same one? Primarily what I mean is go research who the customer is and what they're using it for, and then think through, like the feed example is a great one. What are 3 new ingredients, 2 new ingredients I can add there, plus a new packaging perspective, plus a new brand story that I can add to create this product is truly unique to this brand. So it's not like I just go like, oh, this phone case is, I'll just make a red one. No, that's like so antiquated in terms of differentiation. Dig deeper than that to see what are the different perspectives and what would really be needed in this marketplace. If you can just go exhaust everything you know from forums, customer reviews, don't start trying to differentiate before you're already an expert about the customer and every experience someone's had with this product. And then get off Amazon and even just like, what are people using it for? What are the people that are making YouTube videos about this saying? Video reviews, what are they saying? What do people care about? How do they even qualify if it's a good product idea or not? Get your quote first, then go down that rabbit hole, then make a change based on that information. Sound good? So hopefully that was helpful for you. That's Amazon FBA made in the USA for dummies. If you have any questions, you need any help, like I said, I do offer one-on-one calls, and I have a course that's $9 a month, super easy, low commitment, that goes over how I built my $40,000 a month Amazon FBA business. I just wanted to be affordable so everyone can get in there. We can make a cool community out of it. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, if neither of those sound appealing, you just subscribe here for more free videos, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much. Later.